Okay, so in the previous video that you saw that I have uploaded, the plants were way more bushy. We did an extreme trim. Keep in mind these are going to be the mother plants, so that is why we are keeping these trim, keeping them sparse. I want them to grow nice and leggy and bushy. I don't need all the foliage to do that because these are just going to produce clones, which are in there. And generally I take about, I don't know, anywhere from 6 to 10 clones depending on the quality. I think I've got about 8 clones going now, but like I said, you can pretty much butcher your plants and they'll be just fine as long as you leave enough foliage on there to allow for the photosynthesis. So don't be afraid to trim the hell out of your plants. Trust me on this. I do it every week. And next week you'll see, you can do a side-by-side from this and you'll see the difference. Okay? Today I'm basically just doing a top off. Everybody's been asking about the top off situation. So instead of doing a deep feed or deep clean and a fresh feeding, okay, because they've drank all the water except for this one back here. It's still got probably 1.5 gallons. These two are water hogs at this stage. So I'm going to top these off. I'm actually going to top all 3 off, but definitely for these. I'm going to top them off with just some CalMag and some HydroGuard. All right. And obviously the water is going to be pH to 5.8. I've already got the water pH and the chemicals mixed up. So now I'm just going to input into the buckets, but I've been getting a lot of questions, so that's basically what I'm doing. Okay, it's Botanicare products. That's it. That's all it is. And I will follow the directions per gallon for both of these, and then maybe knock it down a notch. All right, so this container here holds about 7.5 gallons of water. I put 7 gallons in there. So I basically just rough estimate whatever it is, 7 minus, you know, like 5 to 10% of the solution here. And this will get me through another week without any problems. And it will prevent the purpling. I don't know if you can see that or not. Right here at this branch, the purpling of the stems. Okay. And this one back here actually has some as well. Not too bad at all. It just means that they need some calcium and some magnesium. That's all that means. It's basically aesthetic. It has nothing to do with the output of your crop or anything like that. Okay. This Gorilla Girl up here in the front has no deficiencies whatsoever. It's growing crazy. And a lot of people say, oh my God, look at these tubes. You've opened them up without putting tape or glue on them. It's not necessary. The only time I'll do it is if the stem itself is bigger than my pinky finger. So like if I was to cut this one, I'd probably put some tape on there. All right? Don't read into the hype. All these people will exaggerate the requirements and the necessities of these plants, and it is literally a weed, okay? It's a grass. It will grow back. Trust me. There's other people out there on this same campaign saying you can do whatever you want to these plants. You can take hedge trimmers to them and chop them down and they'll grow back twice as strong, and that's true. All right? Have a good one.